Hello there, welcome to Pause Break Reviews. I'm Pause Break Alex. Hello. So, you might be wondering, Alex, why have you got a video of your desk here? Well, good question. Sorry, there was just a bit of hair there. The reason being, I'm doing a little bit of an unscripted thing, something that just kind of got on my tits this morning, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna review something. So, here is what I'm going to review. I haven't really done this before, so I probably should have laid it down a bit. Also, there's a blinking sleep light on my back laptop that's showing up there. Ignore that. This was all unscripted and impromptu. So, you might be wondering, what the heck is this thing? This is the Speedlink Strike NX wireless gamepad. Yeah, you get a little dongle with it as well. So, about a month or two... Oh god, knocking the tripod, Jesus. So about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months, I got this thing. Basically because I sold a bunch of my Xbox stuff for a Wii U, and as such I didn't have an Xbox 360 controller I could use on the PC anymore, and the ones they wanted on Amazon were like 30 quid, or if I went for a PS4 or Xbox One controller, it would be 40. This was 25, so I decided, hey, you know, this looks like a fairly solid controller, I'll give it a shot. Ew. So, yeah, we're reviewing this because I've had it for a while. So first of all, let's talk about the wireless dongle. This is fairly standard stuff. It works on its... Oh, it's out of focus. Yeah, Speedlink Strike NX gamepad. Oh, lots of glare there. Yeah, general gubbins. So basically this plugs into your PC. Gotta refocus again. This plugs into your PC, and you basically... It works on its own band, so you can't just use Bluetooth or something. It's kind of like the Xbox 360 controller in that aspect. So you just plug this into your PC, it works a range of... Well, it's sighted for 10 meters. I've not really tested. I've always been at the desk when playing with this. So yeah, that's that. Now for the actual controller, the interesting part. So we have a sort of interesting design here. It's mostly oblong, but you've got these two handles here, and it feels nicer than you would expect for that. You've got your D-pad here, which is kind of a Sony PS1, PS2, PlayStation generally kind of design. It's responsive, it's a little bit clicky. You can kind of, this is one thing that I kind of dislike. If I jerk left or right enough, I can actually register a diagonal here, but, you know, I mean, usually I wouldn't be doing that. So that's, you know, overall the D-pad's fairly good. We've got analog sticks that are pretty nice, actually. They kind of, you know, they're loose, they're loose, but they're not too loose, they're not, like, broken or anything. Buttons, can't complain. Feel like Xbox Ones, but flat rather than embossed. The select mode and start buttons, not quite. You see the problem here? They're kind of like... They're in a position where you either have to twist your entire hand really uncomfortably, or you just kind of have to deal with the fact that if you press them too hard, you can send the analog sticks off in a weird direction. Then there's the mode button in the center. Interesting, that. What that does is it's responsible for turning it on, obviously. The other thing, if you hold it down, you can switch between X input, which will kind of register as Xbox 360 controller, or you can register it as a direct input controller for older games. So, for instance, say I'm finished playing MGS5, I want to play Soul Reaver, or Tony Hawk's Underground 2 or something, but of course the triggers here are, you know, they're analog and won't work for that. well, basically that just changes them to buttons and it registers it all as direct input. It's fairly handy. You've got nice click action on the analogs. The thing is, things start to take a turn. Oh yeah, it connects by a micro USB, so you can just use any old charging cable for it. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today mainly. This is not why that's not why I made this video about the good stuff about this. Which is good. I do like this controller mostly. It's got a nice plasticky, it's got a nice plastic feel. It's not like, it doesn't feel like if I push too hard it'll break apart or anything. The they're nice. The grips I've had this for about, well, this one for about 2 months now, and the analog hasn't worn out or anything like it would on a PS4 controller, so that's good. Not really a fan of this. It's a bit of a fingerprint magnet, or the same with the D-pad, but I don't know. It's mostly good. It's mostly a good controller. The problem comes with this area. So the LB and RB buttons, for the most part, they're fine, even if, of course, this area as a whole is made out of a way cheaper plastic than the rest of it, and it feels like it. That's not the problem. The problem is with the triggers. So they're kind of, first of all, they're PS3 style triggers, which a bit disappointing. You've gone and taken the layout and the analog sticks from an Xbox controller. Why the worst part of the PS3 controllers? And you've got the right analog, you've got the, well, the thing is, the problem is, I mentioned that cheap plastic? These wear out very, very, very quickly. So I got one of these, so, okay, let's see if you can see it. I should probably refocus. So this is fine. For some reason, the left trigger I've never had problems with. That's how it's meant to work. Goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. Doesn't really wiggle in place. It's all good. The right analog stick, on the other hand, right trigger, on the other hand, you can see already that something has snapped there. If I can get closer, you can see the only thing actually keeping this on is a tiny hinge. It wobbles about in place. So the thing is, with this before, I thought, I got one, it lasted me about a month, and then this literally snapped off completely. It just went like, gone. So I had to return it to Amazon, where I bought it from. I asked Speedlink and said, this isn't really good. And they were like, oh, it's Amazon's problem, not ours. Not very good if it's a massive issue like this. I mean, I was literally just playing Metal Gear Solid 5 when suddenly, snap, gone. It's not like I've been mashing it like a madman. This is about the fastest I've gone, which, quite frankly, on an Xbox 360 controller, has never caused me problems. But this, so the thing is, it broke off, I sent it back to Amazon, I got a new one, and it's happening again. For £25, I shouldn't have a product that... £25, so what would that be in dollars? Like $35 maybe? I don't know, probably something like $35, $40. I shouldn't have something falling apart after a month. Because, that's just... It's such a shame, because I really do like this controller, but if this carries on, I'm not sure I'm going to buy any other Speedlink products, because I know they clearly haven't really tested this one. I mean, look, I can see the fucking circuitry here. You can see the board. It's... what the fuck, guys? So, all in all, this wasn't really so much of a review as a rant, but who cares? If you want a controller and you're on Amazon, sorry, a PC game controller, and you're on Amazon, and you see this, and you think, you know what, it's cheap, it looks good, I might get this. Don't. I'm not sure if Speedlink are gonna put out a new version with better, triggers, but otherwise, just stay away from this. As much as I really like it, and I really want to recommend it, I can't. It falls apart after a month. The right trigger has snapped off once, and on a new one is looking to do so again. That's not good. That's awful. That's like, for the money I've spent, it's berserk. So yeah, this is kind of a filler, I guess, Pause Break Reviews. So I'll see you next time on the next episode of Pause Break Reviews.